Right, so what's up, lads? I seen Ablicity did a video on best BO4 class setups in 2023. Now, Ablicity is a good player. I like watching him; he's brilliant. But I completely disagree. These are, in my opinion, best classes for Pubstomping. Now you may be asking, what the fuck do you know, F-atboyTom? You know fucking nothing. Well, I have some very average stats here, but I mean, I can pub stomp to an extent, not to some people's extent, but I can compete. Most of this is solo, to be fair, so yeah, I'd say that's reasonable enough to have an opinion. Also, I've played with a bunch of extremely cracked players who will back me up in a lot of these class setups because they use them themselves. So if you don't want to take it from me, take it from them. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, first setup up of the day, Rapid Fire Hades. Now, I would say I've got two Hades classes here. One of them I would say to use if you have if you run counter UAV like I do. This gun is absolutely ridiculous. It kills people instantly. The strafe is ridiculous. Yeah. Now, what I would say about these first three weapons, these are in order, by the way, in terms of, in my opinion, are the most overpowered setups in this game. I don't use these setups, these first three setups, really. And you may be asking why. Why do you not use the most overpowered setups? Because I find them fucking boring. But that's not what the video is about, is it? So, yeah, I mean, you can't even ADS with a weapon. I mean, that's retarded. So that's why I wouldn't do it personally. But yeah, if you want to be a rat, these are the perfect class setups for you. So yeah, this is the first class setup. I'd highly recommend this. If you haven't tried the Hades Rapid Fire, trust me, this thing kills instantly. Up close, you know, you're never going to lose a gunfight. Long range, you're never going to lose a gunfight. Yeah, it's really disgusting. And then obviously, if you're just getting shit on, or you're just having a bad game, this is just the perfect class to fill out. You know, you're not on the radar when you shoot, and yeah, it's just perfect. You're not going to die with this. You've got the flak jacket on. You're just not going to die. So yeah, that's the second class. Third class, obviously, micro MG. Now you may be asking, why have I got stim shot on all these class setups? Well, I mean, people who watch me will know I don't always use stim shot, but my opinion is if you don't use stim shot, you're a fucking bitch. I sometimes do use acoustic sensor. Yes, I do use acoustic sensor, but Year 5 community, I mean, I didn't used to use acoustic sensor at all, but Year 5 community, it's just filled with ghost players, so yeah, I sometimes use acoustic sensor. I'm sorry, don't shoot me. Anyway, back to the main point of the video. Micro MG, this is the fastest killing gun in the game that isn't obviously a one-shot kill. Yeah, it's extremely disgusting, to be honest. It's not fair. If you want to do well with this setup, it's absolutely just ridiculous. If you do bad with this gun, I mean, I actually don't even know what to have words, because you outgun every weapon in the game by a mile. You can shoot second. You can be the slowest reaction time player and still kill everyone with this weapon because it just kills that fast. So yeah, if you're an extremely bad player, I'd highly recommend this weapon, definitely. Anyway, moving on. Obviously, my most used weapon. This thing is silly broken. It's the perfect weapon for rushing. If you want to get lots of your 2-minute nukes, lots of your just extremely high action gameplay. You've got a 90 bullet clip with an SMG. I mean, what more do you want? You can run around the map really fast, 90 bullet clip, shoot people through a wall. You know, it's pretty disgusting. The recoil, if you're not terrible, is very easy to control, to be honest. So yeah, just use this weapon if you're a rusher like me, and you'll absolutely dominate. Then moving on, we have got the VMP. I mean, everyone in Year 5 already knows about this weapon. It's disgusting. I think this is the best class up for it. This is all the best players I know run this class setup, maybe with a different perk setup, and different gear, but you know, still the same attachments. Yeah, a lot of people don't run stock on this weapon. You need stock. I mean, you don't need stock. I mean, the weapon's disgusting by itself, but stock in this makes you move so fast, and so if you're a good player, you can utilize that, and you can just strafe around the map, and you won't get hit. And it's actually, I used to use this weapon a lot, but I don't know, I just stopped using it. Probably just didn't find it that fun like the first 3 weapons. But yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. If you want fast nukes as well, just perfect. It's ridiculous. I mean, you're ruining. People would say you're ruining the community, but the community is already ruined. So, you know, all these first setups, people would argue, you know, you're ruining the community by doing this. But it's like, everyone in the community who plays against me anyway uses this shit anyway, or they use a shotgun, or an auger, or something disgusting that kills me instantly. So why not just be toxic as well? You know what I mean? I mean, I won't stoop as low as a micro, but some people will, and most people do in my lobby. So yeah, moving swiftly on. KM57. If you're a good player, this weapon is insane. If you use this class up, I've got 2 KN class ups up here. If you're running UAV counter again, like I do, I think this is the perfect setup. It just feels like aimbot whenever I use it from one controller. Everyone's Zim. Yes, I sometimes use Zim. Well, I use Zim now. But I was just as good in controller. I haven't got better on keyboard, so shoot me. I don't care. I can do this all in controller. I've used all these class setups in controller. I know what playing controller is like. And yeah, I've got so many nukes with this weapon. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's my second most used weapon by far. Just because I find it so fun to use. It's super accurate. Yeah, try it out. And then this one, I have used this class a bit. It's good. Not as good as this class in my opinion, but I use UAV counter, as I say. So if you're running solo, this is a good weapon. This is a good setup to use, definitely. If you've got high-end streaks on and stuff. Just easy, you can flank everyone, nobody shoots you when you've got suppressor on, like the Hades suppressed. So yeah, recommend this weapon highly. Moving on, Switchblade. If you're a rusher, you've got to play a specific way of playstyling this weapon, because this weapon at long range does absolutely fuck all. It is the worst weapon in the game at long range. However, if you're at close range, it kills like the micro, and there's obviously no bullet delay when you shoot. And it insta kills at close range. It's so fun to use. But yeah, you've got to play a specific way. You've got to play smart with this weapon. But if you can play smart with this weapon, it absolutely destroys. It's got a bit of recoil, but if you're a good player, you'll control that. It's fine. So yeah, fun weapon to use, good weapon to use. Rush about with this map. Probably need scavenger because you run out of weapon, you run out of ammo instantly with the shit. And yeah, Tiger Shark. Obviously, this isn't leveled up, but it is leveled up. I used to use this a lot on my old account. Back before I got banned on that, and yeah, this weapon is actually disgusting. It is really good. It is, again, if you're a good player, it's just so dominant. It's so like easy to use. Like if you're bad, this is a really good weapon for you. It's really underrated. You don't see a lot of people using this weapon, but trust me, put this weapon in your hands and you will have a good game. 9 out of 10 games. It's really strong. No recoil. Any range, it dominates. So good for all the bigger maps, you know, the shit maps. Definitely good for them. If you play slow, you can even play reasonably fast with this weapon. And yeah, it's a solid weapon. Can't knock it. Peacekeeper. Yeah, again, this weapon is really good. It's really good. You can play really aggressive with this weapon. Again, a really underrated weapon of BO4. I don't see a lot of people using this. I don't know why. It's probably the second best AR in my opinion. It's super strong. It's good at most ranges. Maybe set far range, but medium range, it's probably one of the fastest killing guns in the game. It kills way faster. It's like a Maddox with no recoil and kills faster than that. It's just disgusting. It's fast paced. It's fun. Yeah, try this out. You'll enjoy it. Then we've got the Daemon. Now, the Daemon I used to use a lot back in year 1, year 2. I played this game for 5 years. Yeah, no life loser, I know, but actually I don't have nearly as much time played as most people do in this game. Anyway, the Daemon, very good weapon. Strong. It insta kills if you're. For some reason, everyone who uses it against me insta kills me, but whenever I use it, it takes a bit longer. I don't know. But it is really strong. Again, it's really lightweight. You've got good movement in it, good strafe naturally. It kills instantly with these attachments. So yeah, I would try it out. Not a lot of range on it. Again, it's one of those weapons with not a lot of range, but it is what it is. It's good. It's fun. Try that one out. And then finally, this is the last weapon that would be sort of suited to rushing. This weapon only works, alright, if you're a good player. Now, some shit players will use this weapon, they think, oh yeah, I'm good with the Mannix. No, you've got 2 KD, shut the fuck up. If you're actually a good player, this weapon will work well, but you need to be a good player to use this weapon. It's not a dominant weapon, but if you control the recoil and you've got good aim, it's a really good for rushing. You can get so many kills with this weapon. Like if you're playing it in a shit lobby, this weapon's perfect. It's just perfect for rushing around, getting lots of kills. It's incredibly fun to use. I do love using this weapon sometimes, but the reason I don't use it as much as the normal weapons I use is because it is quite weak. It is quite weak. It's the same with the SOG. Don't shoot me. I know these guns are good in comp, but these guns are weak in pubs. They're weak. That's why you have so many people using the micro and VMP against you, because those guns are weak. Now, finally, I do have a couple more setups for you, the campers out you who don't like to move. So if you don't like to move, these are the perfect setups for you. First up, and don't take it from me, I know a 15 KD player, yes, 15 KD player who ran this gun all the time, and if you don't move and you use this weapon and you're a decent player, you won't die. So, yeah, I highly recommend this weapon. It just insta-kills at every range. 3 bullets through a wall. It's absolutely disgusting. And likewise with this weapon, this gun, 2 bullets through a wall. If you just want to camp, sit behind with torque, whatever, 2 bullet kill, this gun, just sit in a heady, you won't die because this gun outkills everything at any range, pretty much, and it's absolutely disgusting. And if you're a complete rat, it's perfect for you. Thirdly, if you want to be a disgusting insta-killing rat, use this weapon. You will be off the radar because you've got suppressor, pentaburst, it's a 1 burst kill. If you've got good aim, this shit's going to absolutely shred people. It's disgusting, it's horrible to play against. And yeah, use this weapon. Again, all these 3 weapons, they have no strafe. But if you don't move, you don't need strafe. Just sit back, rack up your streaks, use your CompSec device, and yeah, you'll get easy sets of streaks. Finally, I do want to create one more weapon, one more class that I've just thought of. If you want to be the biggest cunt, well, not the biggest cunt, because the biggest cunt would be using the Reaver, but I'm not creating a class setup like that for you lads, because the Reaver is cheating. It's cheating because it has aimbot. Don't shoot me, it has aimbot. If you're not retarded, you can't miss with the Reaver because you shoot it at the floor and it will still kill people. You shoot at the sky, it still kills people. You miss by 3 miles, it still kills people. However, if you want to be a cunt, use this shit. It's absolutely disgusting. Use something like this. Secondary operator mod. Use the flashlight. This shit is absolutely horrible to play against. Those of you who know Silly Willy, this guy I used to play with all the time. He's hilarious, he's good fun, but he uses this all the time and it's disgusting. He bullies people with this shit. And yeah, that's all. That's pretty much, I've covered every good class setup in this game. All other guns, I'm going to be honest with you lads, they are just shit. They are shit. You can use them, you can do well with them, but they are just shit weapons. Obviously, like, all the shotguns are really good. Actually, I say that they're shit. The Moser's really strong, but I don't know, for like Pubstomping, I don't rate the rest of these guns. If you're a shitter, obviously use the shotgun because you're gonna get a free kill. Use the Moser Skull Splitter because you're gonna get a free kill. Use the Reaver because you're gonna get a free kill. Because if you're shit, these weapons are perfect. Because you just get free kills and better players than you because you can't aim with normal weapons. But anyway, I think that's every setup covered. And yeah. That's it. So, see you all later.